As AI is poised to reshape the world, investors are left wondering which stocks will allow them to best capitalize on the coming technological revolution. Increasingly, this conversation has been focused on Nvidia. Those who were smart enough to invest years ago have seen once-in-a-lifetime profits. So how did this stock go from making video gaming chips to being a linchpin for AI computing? And will it be able to maintain its skyrocketing trajectory? This is the true story of how Nvidia grew to dominate the AI world and why its future is looking brighter than ever. As the AI revolution takes off, CEOs around the world are turning to Nvidia. For example, companies like Google are using Nvidia chips to power their data centers. Tesla uses the chips and the sensors for their autonomously driving cars. All across the tech industry, people are turning to Nvidia technologies as the gold standard for AI. The mad dash to grow computing power during this AI boom has paid off handsomely for Nvidia. Over the past 5 years, the stock price has seen an insane 1,300% increase in its share price. If you had the insight to invest $10,000 in Nvidia 10 years ago, you would have over $3 million today.
A lot of money.
Just one relatively small investment would have earned you enough to retire in luxury. So, how did Nvidia become the engine driving future AI growth? The truth is that this company wasn't always a global behemoth. When it started in 1993, the company had a very different focus. They were originally focused on gaming. At the time, the graphics cards that powered the games were limited. As the games got more advanced visuals, the technology was struggling to keep up, so Nvidia came up with an ingenious solution and started to develop the Graphics Processing Unit, or GPU. By late 1999, the effects of this new technology were becoming apparent. This breakthrough allowed video games to produce real-time lighting and particle effects. Gamers reveled in this new, more immersive experience, but a computer scientist named Ian Buck would show that their chips were capable of much more than just gaming. Ian had started experimenting with how the GPU could be used for scientific purposes. His work proved that the chips could revolutionize the world of computing. This technology could speed up computing by 100 times. When Nvidia caught wind of this, they immediately hired him, giving Ian the resources he needed to continue his groundbreaking research. This led to the development of the CUDA programming, which has become key to developing AI software. By 2012, the first neural networks were being built. Previously, these were thought to be decades away due to the immense amount of computational power they required, but researchers found they could bypass this issue by using the power of Nvidia chips provided. The company realized that this was the first step on the road to AI and doubled down on its research efforts and constantly working to improve the computational power their GPUs offered. This proved to be a fateful decision. Today, we are starting to see the impact that AI technology will have on the world. Thanks to their smart choices, Nvidia has positioned itself at the forefront of this major technological shift. This has allowed their chips to become the global standard and has created the dominant company that we have today. So far, this strategy has paid off handsomely for shareholders. Nvidia has a market cap of over $3.2 trillion, making it the second most valuable company on the planet. But can it maintain this incredible growth in the coming years? For a while, Nvidia seemed to be the only chip manufacturer that saw the AI revolution coming. As the demand for GPUs has grown, other companies have been left in the dust. Now, many of them are desperately trying to catch up, but Nvidia still holds a few key advantages over the competition. First, they can manufacture their chips at scale for a relatively low cost. But because they are the market leader, they can afford to charge a premium for their chips. Even better, they can build these chips faster than their competitors. As businesses around the world race to incorporate AI, the demand for GPUs is only going to grow. Major tech companies like OpenAI, Google, Oracle, and Meta are all using Nvidia chips. The demand is so high that many companies are complaining of a chip shortage, but this is just the top of the iceberg. As AI grows, the amount of compute required to run the models is likely to explode. This will necessitate the building of gigantic new data centers, many of which will be powered by Nvidia chips. Some analysts predict that we will need to spend $5.4 trillion on new data centers to keep up with the predicted demand. This boom could earn Nvidia around $3 trillion. But chips aren't the only ace NVIDIA has up its sleeve. Years ago, they created CUDA. This innovation made it easy for programmers to unlock the computing power of their GPU. Over time, new features emerged, like an extensive code library and a strong developer ecosystem. Because of this, CUDA software has become the industry standard, with many companies using it to help them build and run their AI models. The best part is that only NVIDIA chips can run CUDA. This increases the hassle of switching to another type of chip, like those offered by Intel. As NVIDIA continues to dominate the GPU market and demand remains sky high, it's likely that its skyrocketing growth isn't going to slow down anytime soon. Even investing a small amount, like $50, is enough to get exposure to this stock, allowing you to benefit from its rapid growth. But what do you think? Will NVIDIA continue to make millionaires, or will the competition catch up with them and end their market dominance?